This here is the AK47. It is clear. I did safety check this weapon. There you go. It is a clear weapon. This is the AK47. On the AK47, I have a mellet scope, DMS1. Very dope scope, man. Gives you the vision of a scope. It has the zoom up to 4. I usually keep it for a home defense weapon, so I usually keep it on 1.5 to 2. That'll get me from the front of my house to the back of my house with ease. This does light up. On the side, you can turn it on for the red dot capability, or you can keep it off for the regular dot, regular scope view. This does have Magpul flanger on it. Folding butt stock, like that. Make it easier to carry in duffel bags. Great grab and go gun. A lot of firepower here. On the side is your safety and shoot switch. Safe up, shoot down. And what's dope about this AK-47, it has this little finger extension on the side, which gives me a faster fire safe mode. And that comes in handy, man. That comes in handy because, you know, when you might be in safe mode, you should be in safe mode before you take a shot. And when you got your good shot, you can throw it off of safety real quick. A lot of AK-47s, you have to reach all the way up here to the front, which isn't bad, but you have to reach all the way up here to the front to safe and fire mode. Of course, this is a side racking rifle, so you can rack it from the side here. It's the only way to rack it, actually. You can under rack, you can over rack, or you can side rack. Me, I'm a tactical shooter, tactical reloader, 9 times out of 10. Once I throw my magazine in, I'm an under rack. I under rack the AK-47. It did have the original AK-47 wood on it. I took it off because I'm a tactical guy. I like tactical firearms, you know, and it has to feel right for me. So, foregrip, handguard, the foregrip and handguards are actually made by Magpul as well. I go with Magpul for my furniture on a lot of my AR-15s and my AK-47s, top of the line company. Why not go with the best? And I love nothing but the best when it comes to firearms. I chose to go with the AK-47 because, you know, in a heated situation, when shit hit the fan, in a pandemic, in a crisis situation, when you have to lock in and shit get rough for other motherfuckers, and people get to acting crazy, want to break in your house because you still got food, want to try to take from other people's, and the savages and wolves come out, man, you want to be ready. You want to be ready. And this is for the bug in. I put the collapsible stock on there that does extend, and you can collapse it and fold it. That helps me with mobility. So I can go ahead and throw this in a book bag, throw this in a case real fast. Boom. I have a great on-the-go gun, just like the Kel-Tec. The Kel-Tec folds up top. You know, that's shorter than this. It's actually, the Kel-Tec would be a better butt-out firearm for a shit hit the fan gun, just because, you know, how small it can get, and you still have 30-round magazines. I do have 30-round magazines for the AK-47, which is Magpul as well. Just take that, lock it in, you're ready to go. 30-round mag. Also, with the AK-47, I have a couple drums. I have a 100-round drum, and I have a couple 75-round drums. Lock in just like the magazine, you're ready to go. You have 75 rounds with a bug-out firearm. If you have to bug out, or even if you bug it in, you have max firepower, man. It's important to have max firepower, man. It's because, man, you never know how many people is coming your way. Anywhere from 3 to 5 to 6 guys, could be 10 to 20 guys, you never know. People roll in packs when it's academics and crisis situations. Just like in Hurricane Katrina, there was people running around raping people, robbing people, taking things from people. You don't want to be a victim. You always want to be someone who's on defense and can protect themselves. I can't stress that enough, man. Having firearms, if you're legal, man, that's very important. You don't have to have an AK-47. You don't have to have an AR-15. Having something. As far as the rifles, man, people talk a lot of mess about high points, but high point does make a great rifle. They make an excellent rifle. The high point carbon. It comes in 9mm. It can come in 45 ACP as well. Those are great guns for cheap. You can get a high point carbine for $200, $250 at the most. Cheap rifle, man, but excellent. It's accurate. It's reliable. High Point did a good job with that rifle. I had one. I let it go. I let it go. But that's another good rifle, man. Me, I like top of the line quality. I pay a little more for my rifles. I like rifles way more than I like handguns. Handguns are secondary, of course, even to the military and the police. I'm going, if I have to go, I'm going with the rifle. I choose the AK-47 over the AR-15 for several reasons. It's more reliable than the AR-15. You don't have to really clean the AK-47 at all, which I still keep mine clean and I keep it oiled at all times, but you really don't have to keep an AK-47 clean, it'll run. If you're in a heated situation and you have to bug out into a muddy situation, a dusty situation, you're gonna want an AK-47. If you're not a gunsmith like me, I build rifles, AR-15 rifles, so I know how to build, I know how to repair firearms of all kinds, handguns, rifles, shotguns. So I work on firearms. I know a lot about guns. I've been doing it for a while. So if you're not that type of person, you're gonna wanna get an AK-47 just because it's a grab and go gun. You don't have to clean it much. You don't have to do much to it. It's not a lot of inner parts that's working like the AR-15. Great gun for beginners. Great gun for anybody, the wife, anybody to grab and go. The recoil it's a bit much, but it's not bad. The recoil on the AK-47 is not bad. If you got proper stance, you practice, and you can, shoot and hold your rifle right, it's not bad at all. AR-15 does do numbers over the AK with distance and accuracy at a distance. AK-47 is very accurate. You can get up to 100 to 200 yards with just basic practice and being able to shoot. If you can shoot, you have trigger control and things like that, and you know how to shoot and you're a marksman, you can get 100 to 200 yards accurately with the AK-47. Now, anything beyond that, it really depends on the scope. It really depends on you as a shooter. But it can go the distance, but AR-15 wins in that category because just picking up an AR-15 and shooting far distance, it's a breeze, man, up to like 500 to 600 yards on an average basic shooter. Man, and that's with iron sights, so, it's pretty much up to you. AR-15, you have to keep clean, you have to keep oiled, you have to know how to unjam them because they do get jams in heated situations. There's a lot of guys on YouTube that's been in the military that can vouch for that. M16s, M4s, and things like that, platforms like that do jam. They do have a lot of issues with those. AK-47 just runs, man, it just runs. It's been a great weapon for me ever since I had it. I had it for some years now. It is broken. I ran the drums through it without a problem. When it was a new AK-47, I did have to break it in the first couple of rounds, 100 rounds. I did have maybe 3 failure to ejects. But after that, ever since it's been broken, man, it's been running good. And the failure to ejects was more because everyone knows that range rounds are, they're loaded with less gunpowder. So it's not much power in those rounds to cycle a brand new bolt back and forth accurately all the time. But ever since it's been broken, it's nice and loose action, man. It's ready to go. Never had a problem since. It feeds everything like AK-47s do. It is a Railey Defense Company, AK-47 made here in the USA, the good old USA. And people talk a lot of smack about, PSA AK-47s and American-made AK-47s, but America stepped it up with the AK-47s, man. I had a PSA. Great gun, man, great gun. This is up there with the Washer 10s and all the other AK-47s on the market. Nothing different, man. The rivets are excellent rivets here. The magazine well locks in nice and solid. No shaking in the magazines. The drums are a little wobbly, but that's more just because, you know, the weight of the ammunition, and that's really not that bad. That's really not that bad. It doesn't affect the feeding of the magazine, the rounds. It doesn't affect anything. This magazine is still brand new. I did run it once, so to me it's still new. Great magazine, and that is a Korean-made magazine. Yeah, man, here you go, the AK-47 with the folding stock.